East Tennessee in the fall is arguably the best time to go camping. And for 4 days and 3 nights, my buddy Ray and I set out to conquer a old horse carriage road from the 1800s that is a hidden gem tucked away in the Tennessee mountains. This is our adventure. That's what I did not want to do.
I think the girls with their nails done now.
Welcome back, guys. My name's Jason with Wolf Overland, and I got James back here. And behind me we have Ray from Red Beast Adventures in his Power Wagon. And we are in Jasper, Tennessee, hitting up Coppinger Cove again. So I was here last time, maybe a year ago, with Venture Unknown. And we ran Coppinger Cove and went up the new Bearpin Gap. Unfortunately, like last time I was out here, the water level is low again. So that could be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on how you look at it. Ray doesn't have a snorkel yet, so I guess it's a good thing this trip. We may meet up with some people on Saturday. Today is Thursday night. It is currently 81 degrees outside, which is obnoxiously hot for the first weekend of November. So the low tonight is only like 60, so I didn't have to bring the diesel heater. We got warm clothes. And I think the low of Saturday night is only going to be in the mid 50s. So obviously we don't have to worry about a diesel heater. But yeah, it's going to be a fun trip. It was about a 6-hour drive for me, but we kind of broke it up stopping off at Satish's house to see his new baby girl. So definitely worth it, and we wish them the best, and we can't wait to go out camping with them. By that time, both of my kids will probably be old enough to babysit them. So here we are at the entrance to Coppinger Cove. Last time I was here it was pitch black out, but the leaves are changing colors right now, and it is a beautiful, like probably 80 degrees right now, low of 60 tonight. There were some goats over here. I don't know where they went. I think they're behind the shed. Oh no, they're over there. Takes a while to get all this set up, man. Look at the goats. Baby goats. Hey, baby goats. Some things you need to know about Coppinger Cove Road is to stay on the right-of-way. There's lots of private property and land that is owned by coal mining companies and private hunting land. Be sure to have a good GPS track of Coppinger Cove, as the trail changes depending on the water levels. And there's many side trails that lead to private property and can get you quickly lost back here. Another issue is the water level. There are plenty of YouTube videos on people getting stuck out here due to deep water crossings and getting stuck in a rainstorm. Be very mindful of the weather. Many people recommend raised air intakes and differential breathers, as well as a high clearance 4x4 with a good set of mud tires, and key points of body armor on your vehicle. There are many obstacles on this trail that do not have bypasses, requiring you to possibly damage your drive shaft. The trail appears to be well maintained by a local off-road club, providing trash cans at key camping areas. Please do not mess this up or get the area closed down by leaving your trash out here or traveling off trail. My best advice is to go with someone who is very familiar with the area, because even with exact GPS coordinates, there are many bottomless mud holes and tricky bypasses that to safely traverse, you just need someone who's been there. We were out here for 4 days, 3 nights, and both myself in the Eco Diesel and Ray with a 2500 gas power wagon did not need any extra fuel. If we did, there are a couple of ways to local towns. Cell phone coverage is pretty much non-existent. I definitely recommend someone in your group having a Starlink in case of a medical emergency. But other than all that, don't let that discourage you from coming out here and exploring Coppinger Cove. It's truly a magical place. This river crossing right here is the deepest crossing on the entire trail. If you could make this crossing, you should be fine for the rest of the trip. Obviously, the water is at a historic low right now. Well, good morning, YouTube. We are on well, technically this is day 2. We came in kind of late last night. You having fun, James?
Yeah. I had the best sleep ever.
Okay, yeah, the best sleep. Yeah, so last night we were worried it might be too hot because after we were done setting up our tents and everything, it was, I mean, we were sweating. So Luckily, it cooled off. It cooled down to maybe like 60 degrees last night, so it felt really good. And but the water level is like super low. Let me show you. There's no fish in here, dude.
Look at the well. Look at this milk around. I wish I could just come in here with a couple of rocks. And this is how cold water is. It's nice. Pretty cold.
Cold water?
You feel it.
I'll take your word for it. Yeah, so after, this is technically the deepest water crossing, but again, the water level's super low. So right after that first water crossing, we camped up here. I was hoping to get some white noise from the water, but there is none. So we got a full day ahead of us today and tomorrow, and we're gonna head back Sunday. Last night around the campfire, the owls were extremely loud. There were two of them calling back and forth. I didn't get to see. We got Ray from Red Beast Wagon with us. Well, looks like we got a little mud hole here. Alright, it's going to get tight right here. We got to cut to the right around this big mud hole, so where I'm at right here is probably the best way in. I don't know what's easier for you, going over that bump to your right there, or it's a little tight right here. I had to get him out of that hole. This was one of the bypasses to a huge off-camber mud hole. I fit through no problem, but Red Beast Wagon kind of was a little bit too wide to fit through that corner. There's also a very hard off-camber section on the other end of this as well that we have to go through. You gotta cut more that way. If you made it this far in the video, please do me a favor, hit the like and subscribe, as well as hit the notification button so you can see more videos like this. Yeah, come on. You got like 2 feet. Alright. You're out. Stop. You cut it and turn back up a little bit. Alright, now cut it. Alright, stop. I had to get him out of that hole. He made it. It gets a little tight up in here.
So this is the bypass?
Yeah. 24 degrees off camber. Hold on, James. I had to put the lockers on. Doesn't help that you're just sliding down. You'll see the hole over here. I'm almost past it. It's slick on that hill. There you go, you got it. You have to put your lockers on. Okay. Straighten your wheel. There you go. But you want to put your driver tire right here. Put driver. There you go, come on. You can come a little bit more driver.
Hit the red beast through the trail here. Huh?
There you go, buddy. You got it. I'd say straight, yeah.
Everything look okay back there?
Yeah. Is that fun?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
On this trip, I ended up having problems with my Midlands GMRS handset. Luckily, it was just the handset part, and I reached out to Midlands. They sent me a free replacement, no questions asked. You hang a right on the trail to head up this insanely steep and rocky hill climb up to the disappearing waterfall. It even took me, triple locked, a couple times to get over this obstacle right here to get to the top of the hill. And then I had to go down there and help guide Ray up. The problem was the rocks were soaking wet.
I think there's much more water than this. Now you can see it.
So we're up here. We made it to the disappearing waterfall where it comes out of the mountain and disappears back into the mountain. Pretty cool waterfall. You don't see those too often, where there's no river and you just have a big waterfall, especially how dry it is too. So this is water that's obviously coming out of the mountain and then going back into the cave system. So again, we ran into other people earlier, and there is a bunch of cave explorers that come out here because there's a bunch of cave systems out here too. So that's not the type of crawling I wanted to do, crawling through caves, but definitely something a little bit different and prettier than what we're normally used to seeing. The climb up here from Coppinger Cove up to the disappearing waterfall is quite a climb. A lot of big rock shelves and just like boulders all over the trail. But you can get out to the main road going back that way. You can get back out to the main road. It's a hard climb up as well, but we're going to go back down and go to the big the big cave of Coppinger Cove now. Maybe have lunch there since it's only 9:30 Central Time. Though we're right on the border of the time change, so still getting used to that. Yeah, I'm gonna finish my beverage and we're gonna head back down the mountain. All right, we get to head back down the boulder field of a mountain that we took to get up here to the disappearing waterfall. So to get to the disappearing waterfall from the campsite, we hung a right at one of the forks, and that comes up here. You can also get out the other way, but we're going to head back down to the fork and continue to the right up to the big cave. So this is one of the rock obstacles. It don't look like much on camera, but so definitely some diff busters. All right, now cut. Yeah, keep going that way. Yeah. Come on. Straight. Yep, straight. Stop. Yeah. You gotta go more that way. You gotta go more that way. Straight. Come towards me. You got it.
Thanks, man. I just have another set of eyes.
Well, we're in the cave. I'm not going to go too far in there. It rained earlier this week, so it is a little muddy back in there.
Yay.
But
Mud. There's a person.
it is definitely a workout to get here, I'll tell you that. The cave goes back for quite a bit. Definitely bring a flashlight if you explore this. And if you're definitely a cave explorer type person, there is a lot of this cave to explore if you're small enough.
Definitely a lot cooler down here. It's probably
This is a nice place.
Yeah.
in the cave at least.
There's
What it is out there, maybe
big
we'll know.
holes. There's big holes in the ceiling.
Inside the cave, looking back out, and
There's like a bunch of holes in the ceiling.
All right, so we're at the cave now, but even last night and even my last trip, I was having problems with the house battery, the lithium-ion battery recharging. It was recharging at a slow rate, and I took note, but I wasn't worried about it because it would charge back up. It was my battery for the last 2 months has been only charging off solar. So it has been running my fridge, my diesel heater, my lights, only off solar for the last 2 months. And that says a lot about that 180 watt solar panel, Renogy solar panel I have on the roof. It's a flat adhesive panel. And that says a lot about that panel and the red arc system. Right now the red arc system is, and I should have took note because I saw it before where it wasn't charging from my main battery, but I thought it was just a glitch because everything would work. But anyway, I found that 50 amp switchover. It had a breaker on it, and that wasn't working. I wasn't getting any power out of the back end of it. So yeah, I fixed it. Now we can get going again. All right, Red Beast Wagon, your turn. Hold on. All right, you're climbing. Straighten your wheel. Yep. You got it, you're climbing. You're climbing. There you go. There you go. Back end needs to come up. There you go.
Not much I can do about it as we go forward.
Yeah, at this point. You got it. There you go. You're out. Well, Ray took my line, which I'm narrower than he is, and he was almost risking taking his, he was either going to A, take his passenger door handle off, or B, take his passenger mirror off. So we tried a couple different recovery things. The best thing to do is I winched him from his sliders out while he was backing up, and it pulled him out enough. And in the process of all this mud, I fell in the mud hole. So my butt is completely muddy on my whole side. I went down hard. Didn't sprain anything like last time. But Ray is gonna go through this mud hole that I know is really, really deep. I fell in up to my thigh, so it's deep. But he doesn't want to get damaged from the tree. But if he gets lodged in here, I don't think I could pull him out, because that's every bit of 10,000 pounds. Let her eat! Back up one more time, you probably got it. One more time. You're making progress. Good morning, it's Saturday morning and we are in the Cove. Last night we met up with Sergi and his friends, his kid, and today we're gonna hit the Bearpin Gap, I believe. And then we're either gonna go up by the Colemount OHV and run Coppinger Cove all the way down to the start. It's been rough, dude. These trails are no joke. So I think we're gonna get out at Bearpin and then go over to Haley Road, I believe. It's over there by close to Chattanooga. Haley Road, and there's a campsite right there. So we're gonna go check out that, see how it is over there. So yeah, Lexus GX, like Crystal's car. And these guys own a Carswell dealership. Obviously, they're Ukraine. And we got A Series Land Cruiser. All right, so here's what happened. A couple of trips ago, I noticed that the house battery in my Gladiator, which is an AGM 100 amp hour, I noticed that the house battery wasn't recharging as quick as it normally does. So I didn't think anything of it because it was still charging. Everything was still working. I can run the diesel heater, fridge. The fridge runs constantly. And I have 170 amp hour, or I'm sorry, I have a 170 watt solar panel mounted up on top of the Jeep. I found out that the main power wire that runs from my main battery, starting battery, all the way back to the red arc system, I have a fuse block there, and that fuse block was corroded out. So it would not pass that little fuse breaker. So essentially the red arc was not charging from my alternator. So the last probably 2 months, my fridge was just running solely off solar panel, which says a lot for that solar panel to run ISCO VL60 Pro S fridge. Yeah, that says a lot. Anyway, last night, long story short, I fixed that. It still wasn't charging properly, but I found if I turned the inverter on or turned the headlights on, it would start charging, which these new cars have smart alternators that, you know. Anyway, long story short, it's fixed now. But ran around pretty much all day yesterday without a fridge and Starlink. So we are set to go now. But God, it's so pretty out here. All right, let's back up on out of here.
I did
You spent like all the time yesterday in your. Oh, we almost hit that.
Sorry, you almost hit the tree.
Well, mirror. So this right here, this off-camber turn on Bear Pin Gap, it don't look like much, but it's pretty off-camber. And then you slide off these rocks, and it don't look like much here, but that's pretty off-camber. straight. Straight, you're coming down, you're coming down. Right? Yep, yep, all right. Oh, wild turkeys. James, turkeys right in front of us. See him? Here comes another one. Look. Here comes a turkey.
What the heck?
See, here he comes. Ready? There's a bunch of them.
Oh my god!
See, gobble, gobble, gobble.
Look at the necks.
Look at their necks. Oh, there's a bunch of them.
I
A little
know.
baby turkey.
We have another obstacle.
There's about 12 turkeys crossing in front of us.
I see him.
They look like little dinosaurs. It's gonna be really tight right here.
Copy, let me take a look.
Alright, so we have another tight section to go through here. We're going to be off on the side, and Jason's going to be not as bad as I am. But yeah, keep up against this tree there. Now you're good, man. Yeah, you're good. Okay, that's not too bad. Yeah, easy enough for you.
Again, it is extremely pretty out here. I mean, just the leaves just falling like rain all day. Perfect time. Weather's been really good. It's supposed to drop down into like 55 tonight. And right now it's probably 72, 75. And then, oh, there we go again. Leaves are falling. Good, straight. You got it. Plenty of room. Alright, there's a couple different paths right here. I'm going to take this one, but I don't know. The one on the right may have more rocks in the way, but this still might be your best bet. Yeah, it's pretty wide right here. Just watch your driver's side tire on this rock. So Ray's coming up over that water crossing right there. This campsite right here probably has to be the nicest campsite I've seen yet on this trip. Now, take into effect, the water level is extremely low right now. But you have a little swimming hole. But the coolest part is you can hike over there and there's a cave. I don't have the energy right now, but if we did camp right here, this would be a really cool spot. big cave in there. This is a cool rock area. The way it's cut almost looks unnatural. Let's take this a little wide. So we're almost to the switchbacks. After the switchbacks, there's that waterfall obstacle, and then there's a big V-notch, which is really fun. So that's technically the best part of Bearpin Gap, besides the beauty of down here in the valley. So definitely a good camping spot down here for next time. All right, we're starting the climb up the Bearpin switchbacks. Not to be confused with the Black Bear switchbacks. I had to go to the passenger side up that. I'm trying to remember how we did this.
Get out and spot you?
Yeah.
Big rock over there. Okay, climb up on that rock. You good? Okay, we're good. Alright, we're good. Alright, now you're gonna get this rock. Ooh, man, that's a pretty good angle.
like you're lined up. There you go. Come on up. Yep. Now your turn driver or passenger. Yep. Come on up. All right, your driver's about to come up right now. There you go. All right, you're coming up now. Yep.
Okay.
More technical hill climb, super steep, probably 18
You good up there,
degrees.
buddy?
Alright, we got a little rock shelf up here. Good?
Yeah, I was going to maybe get a spot for you probably when you get all settled.
Alright, let me get up here a little bit.
Bottom out there, I think. Okay, ho. Okay, you coming up on that rock, pushing it. Alright. Yeah, you. Okay. Yeah. You're up there. I think you keep going and go straight a little bit, and then turn. No more passes for big guy. There you go. Wow. Got up? Alright. Now you gotta get up all of that. Well, armor plated one. Nice. You're looking pretty good. Think that's it? There you go. You're good. You're good. You're clearing. Keep going. Alright, that's spun you around. Alright, you might have to bump it there. Alright. Alright, hold on. Back up. Let me get some rocks over there. Ah. Yeah, I was gonna say you better hit it.
Definitely has a little smell to it.
Yeah. Hopefully you put your windows up.
What's that smell?
The mud.
Hell, I had my windows up when I went through it. It still smells.
Alright, this is the V-notch climb. There's a bypass to the left, but there's a bunch of trees, so if you stay with me, you should be okay. Ooh. I was gonna say that's what I did not want to do.
Yeah, it looks like you're in a little bit of a spot. I don't know if you can back up. I don't know if you turned your wheels passenger and backed up, you might be okay. I'm not sure what you look like over on the driver's side.
Yeah, dude, that's pretty gnarly. So I guess the problem is you need to kind of keep probably your driver up on that side, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's not much ridge to ride on up there. I mean, you can get up there, but dude, if you well, that's what you did earlier. You slid down. I'm thinking you're going to have a tendency to slide down. And it doesn't get a whole lot better up there. It's probably a little better, but I mean, if you want to try it, you're just going to have to go. You're going to have to try to climb that side over there. But then when you come up here, you're going to be trying to.
Can I back up? Like, can I retry the bypass? Or look? Can I check
Yeah,
out?
I think you can. Let me look. I think you're good. I would, Jason, I'd back straight up. You're good.
I feel like I'm teetering. Yeah, last time that had more of a lip, because I remember straddling it and not having any issues.
I think somebody ate that lip up.
Alright, so far plenty of room. A little bit of pinstripes. Yeah, you should fit, no problem. Alright, I got a rock ledge here I'm going to jump up.
Sorry, buddy, I didn't take my radio with me. I walked in, I just got it now.
Yeah, you should fit no problem through there. I just did that. And then once you get to the end, you'll have a little climb, and then there's a rock shelf.
Copy. I'm going to grab some water real quick. I'm a little thirsty.
Copy. I'm going to pull over right here and wash up. I got mud all over me. Well, we didn't do the V-notch obstacle this trip. It was too washed out. Last year I was here with the Venture Unknown, and there was more of a lip. Stop, stop, stop. Back up. Yeah, you gotta cut more driver. There's a little hole there. Not all the way, but just a little bit. Yep, there you go. Now come straight, and then you can come straight more. Yep, you'll come back up. Yep, keep coming straight, and now you can cut over. Yep, you got it. Here, back up, bump it. Oh, you had it. There you go. You got it. You got it. You got it. I think we found Pinstripe Alley.
Seems like we're getting close to a road. Is that true?
That is true. Once we get through Pinstripe Alley here.
Okay, so this is Pinstripe Alley. Doesn't seem too bad so far.
Yeah, I remember last time it was horrible. Alright, so we just turned on to Haley Road. It is 2 o'clock. We stopped for lunch real quick, and I don't see where it says close. I just said close sunset to sunrise. And then it says hunt dates. Well, Practice Cooper is closed this weekend for hunting again, which 3 years ago, whenever we came the first time with Stephen Satish, we met at that campground, and that's why we couldn't run Haley Road last time, because Haley Road was closed due to hunting that weekend. So we're gonna head back to the Cove and see if we can get that first camp spot again. Easy out in the morning. Well, T-Sec, my son commandeered my favorite camping chair. James, how do you like that chair?
Good. And the chicken's so good.
Yeah, the chicken. but once he figured out how to put it together and take it apart, that's his new favorite chair.
Oh, you think about that.
Good morning, guys. It is Sunday, and we are headed home. But we came in the front way that we came in 3 days ago, and the awning's on the other side, so these obstacles are completely different on the way doing it in the Cove kind of backwards from the first campsite. So we kind of had to get up on this rock to get to clear this tree right here, and so now it's Ray's turn to get through this here. That rock right there, I had to get up on that.
Am I gonna go up on the rock?
Yeah, you're lined up to go up on it. I had to get my lockers on because it's wet.
Sure I can't go through there without doing that?
Turn that. All right, YouTube, this is it. We finished the Cove, and Bearpin Gap is the way to go with this. So when you get to that fork, turning right to Bearpin Gap, that's the right way to go. That's the fun way to go. The other way is fun too if you've never done it, but the Bearpin Gap is kind of the highlight of this area. This is definitely one of my favorite overlanding areas. It is hard wheeling. Definitely you need armor, sliders, big tires, lockers, and never come in here alone and without a good map system, because there's so many. You got to stay on that right of way trail all the way up, and it's just a lot of mining companies out here, a lot of private property, so you want to make sure you stay on the right of way trail that goes all the way out of here. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. We'll see you on the next video, guys. Peace. As always, thanks for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon supporters. If you like these types of videos, please consider hitting the subscribe button and hit that bell notification so you're notified of new videos. And for the price of a cup of coffee, you could support videos like this by joining my Patreon, and this gives you sneak peeks and an invite to Patreon-only meetups. Thanks again. Good night.